Welcome. This is Fitness for Golfworks, strength and conditioning for golfers, and I'm your host, Michael Brannell. Today's video, we're going to be focusing on shoulder mobility exercises. Shoulder mobility is super important for golfers because the shoulders are a ball and socket joint, and they're capable of all ranges of motion of the human body. You've got internal rotation, external rotation. If I lift my elbow, internal rotation, that can lead to a lot of poor posture, that position. And then elbow in, shoulder out, external rotation. You have flexion, the arm going up, extension, the arm going back. We have circumduction in both directions, abduction, where I take the arm away from the midline of the body, and adduction, which we do in the golf swing when the lead arm comes across, and then in our finish position, the trail arm. So the shoulder is a very frequently injured joint, and a lot of the injuries occur in the overhead movements. And today we're going to be doing a lot of overhead movements. So if you're following actually with me doing this, or you want to replay it and do it, I'm going to suggest you do this stretch first. So you're going to see how mobility will actually improve your flexibility. This will be a static stretch. I interlock the fingers, press the palms forward, and elevate the arms overhead without arching or leaning backwards. And do that for a few seconds, and then release it. So we'll come back and we'll revisit that. So the first one we're going to do is, I do a lot of swimming, I do a lot of butterfly. I like that because it gives me a really good strong workout. I do a lot of intervals in the pool. And the first one will be butterfly forward. So we take the arms and we swing them forward and then back. And you're going to do just like a set of weight training, or if you saw my hip mobility exercises, 12 to 15 and a couple sets. And you're going to pause. We're going to go backwards with both arms. And you can see that my arms rotate out a little bit as I go back. And again, a set of 10, 15 or more. And then we're done with that. And then we'll do single arm swimmers. So I'm going to go backwards first. So I'm going to move the arm. And I'm trying not to lean the torso. I got good posture. And I'm moving the arm back like I'm doing the backstroke. Obviously we would do both sides. And then I would go forward. Now I use this one a lot with 2 golf clubs before I play or before I practice to get the shoulder really loose. Sometimes you could do it against the wall. You'll see people snuggle up against the wall and then take their arm through a full range of motion so they can find their sticking points. That's a good one to do. You do that one a little slower. Then we've got a couple more. We've got X's up, which is this. So the X is made at the top, and I'm switching the cross of the arms with each repetition. And then I can increase my speed as needed. These are difficult because when the arms go up, your shoulders get very tired. So that's arms up, or X is up, excuse me, and this is X is down, so the X will be made at the bottom, which is a little easier. Still not too easy. And usually like a set of 16 to 20, so you get about 8 to 10 reps on each side is good. And then shake the arms out. And then I'll do some arm swings from front to back, See if I can clap. And then let's try that stretch again. Interlock, press forward, elevate. And that felt a little easier. I'm a lot more warmed up now. Now, if you want to challenge yourself with those X's up and X's down, you can get in golf posture and do them that way. So that would be X's down in golf posture. And then I get in golf posture, let the arms hang, and X is up. And you want to maintain your posture and maintain your focus. So there we have it. So that was butterfly forward, butterfly backwards. Backstroke, freestyle, forward stroke, neutral anatomical, X's down, X's up, golf posture, X's down, golf posture, X's up. Then we've got my favorites, which are, now I use this is a mono loop resistance band for the strap stretches that I do, or you could use a yoga belt, which has less give, but that'll work. You probably have to go a little wider. Or if you don't have either of those and you have resistance tubing, you can use your resistance tubing. The thing is, you got to be careful with that. I'll double it up to my range of motion and then use it like that. So I do these every time I do an arm workout at the end. I find them great, and I'll do variations of these with a golf club before I play. So we've got a turning one. We take the strap back and we're gonna do some rotation. I keep the head in the center. You can see my ribs flare out a little bit. I try to pull that in and I let the hips go with the rotary movement. This will also improve your thoracic mobility while you're working on your shoulder mobility. And it'll definitely improve your flexibility. Then I'll get into golf posture. And I go in both directions like I'm doing a backswing. And I usually do a set of 20 to 24, which is about 10 to 12 reps. Then we've got single arm, where one arm can go back. You could isolate that arm, or you can alternate. And I'm trying to make the movement come directly from the shoulder. So I'm not turning. So I just let the shoulder blade move, the shoulder joint move, and then the other side. And the same thing, about 10 to 12 on each side. And then you can do doubles where you go through, or you don't have to go through. Big inhale up, exhale back. And then I go back and forth. That's a full range of motion. You may have to stop back here. And the good thing about the rubber band is as you advance, you can narrow your grip, and that challenges you. You can see by the look on my face, that was a little more challenging. So that's doubles, flexion, extension. And I like to do them in a lunge position. So I stabilize in the lunge, stationary lunge, take the arms up, and then go back. So that challenges the balance and stability in my legs and my core while my arms are moving, which has a good carryover effect to golf. And then we've got one more in this sequence, is the standing side bend. I take like almost a driver's width stance, take the arms up, and then I'm leaning, and I'll do a little pulse, but I'm pulling both hands away from one another. So I'll pulse maybe 8 to 10 times, And then I'll go for a full range of motion. Hold that side bend. Remember, side bending makes rotation easier in the golf swing. So if you can improve your lateral flexion or your side bending in layman's terms, it's easier to create rotation in the golf swing and to finish more in balance. Then I hold it, and then I'll usually just go back and do one right at that like sticking point where I would go through, and then I pause. And then if you want to, repeat the first stretch again. Woo! And that feels a lot easier. So there you go. Those are shoulder mobilization drills. It's not a comprehensive list, but those are ones that I practice all the time. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Please hit the like button. That way when I download more videos, you'll get them. And play well, play fast. Remember, golf should only take 3 hours. I'm a big proponent of that, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.